Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today I'm going to do part 13 to my Let's Mostly Play of EvoPop that's on my iPad. Now I know guys, before we actually begin this video, I know it has been a long time since or I shouldn't say a long time, but it has been a little while since I did the last episode that Let's Mostly Play of the EvoPop game. However, before this video actually begins, I do have to let you guys know about three different things. Well, technically two. I guess it doesn't matter. One of the announcements could be combined into another one to make just the second announcement. But technically, we can only have two announcements here. Like one of the announcements could be just combined into the other one because it's basically the same thing. Before I get to that announcement, though, I do have to let you guys know about one thing about. I had it in my head now. As soon as I said one thing about, I forgot what the crap it was. Oh yeah, I don't know what it was now. I know, guys, it has been a long time since I have done the Let's Play, or the Let's Mostly Play of EvoPop. However, I've been having a lot of trouble with that game on my other iPad. Here's the thing. I had to uninstall the game and reinstall it because we were having problems with the game itself on the other iPad. You see, and that kind of makes me ticked off because had so much progress on the first iPad that it kind of messed everything up. As you guys remember, I had a lot of different Evos on that one, on the last one I had, and then of course, I deleted it because I had it on a bigger iPad. Well, I had a mess up on the iPad more recent with EvoPop. Here's the thing. The game wouldn't completely open. It will open, but nothing will completely show up, but the game didn't completely load. What I mean by that is whenever you open the game, you see a loading screen that has like just a little picture in the background that's kind of blurred. Then you'll have a picture of like 3 Evos or whatever, and the little Evo in the bottom right spinning while the game's loading. However, about a few days ago, I was having trouble with that, where the game wouldn't even completely load. Like, it would go onto the game, but all you could see is the game kind of messed up. It would show the menu things at the bottom, but none of the stages would show up, and the game would sit there and be frozen. Actually it's gonna work because like if you have something with the Evos, like a new Evo or something that they want you to recognize, that'll still blink. However, you cannot tap on it. You can't tap on anything. And because of that, I had to delete the game at least twice in order to get the right thing to happen again. When I first reinstalled the game, I'm trying to aim for the balloon dude first off, no matter what happens, because I like the balloon dude a lot. He's my favorite one to play as. Well, the first time I didn't get him, I actually ended up getting the smog guy, which I never really liked that much. And then the second time I played, we finally got the balloon guy back. However, I don't know how the game's gonna mess up. It might end up doing the same thing again. Honestly, guys, you may end up seeing it this episode. It'll be the only thing you'll see, where the game will just mess up and not work. But again, I don't know. Like I said, I had a lot of problems with EvoPop in the last few days, and I'm trying to fix that. So that's the announcement about EvoPop. I gotta actually make one more real quick announcement about all the games that I've done so far in my, the games I'm going to do in my Let's Mostly, oh my gosh, not my Let's Mostly Play, but my iPad and tablet gameplay videos. When I get back to games like Dragon City and stuff like that. I am going to let you know that the games, Dragon Main Legends has been deleted. Not Dragon, well, of course Dragon Main Legends has been deleted. I meant to say Dragon's World. Dragon World has been deleted on both devices, mainly because the one where we had the most of dragons on was on the tablet that was really small and had a really small screen, and then my iPad didn't have much to do anyway. We couldn't hardly get nowhere to begin with, so I decided to go ahead and delete it. However, we still got games like Dino Island, Dragon City, and stuff like that. Creatures of Olympus, Dragon Titans Uprising. We want to get stuff to do with that. Like, we still have a good bit of games to do there. So, that's basically the announcement with the iPad and tablet gameplay videos. We will be getting back to that, and I am getting a lot of progress done on it. I'm making a lot of progress, getting a lot of dragons. I've actually almost got my entire dragon city filled with baby dragons again. And if I can get that accomplished, holy dang, that'd be pretty cool. So yeah. And now, like I said a while ago, there was an announcement I had to make that actually could be combined into each other because it's basically the same thing. And that is talking about Pokemon now. Well, this has a combination to do with both Pokemon Battle Revolution and Pokemon Soul Silver, the Let's Play I did May 3rd, 2019. That's why me and Frallier first met. Well, in that case, me and Totodile, that is. However, as you guys know recently, well, I don't know if you guys even know this, I've been struggling, well actually, yes you guys do know this because I've talked about it in several videos of my Pokemon Battle Revolution Let's Play. As you guys know lately, I have been struggling very hard on trying to find Feralier's perfect moveset. I have a general idea what his perfect moveset could be, but there's always something that would always mess it up. Like, for example, let me go and tell you guys something real quick. I actually ended up trying to teach him Aqua Tail. I don't remember if I actually showed you guys that. At one point in time, I was actually trying to teach Feraligatr Aqua Tail. But that move never worked out because Feraligatr was, weirdly enough, doing less damage with it than he was with Waterfall. I find it kind of weird because he's supposed to have 10 extra power, but yet Feraligatr was doing less damage with it. And now, let me go ahead and explain this a little bit more. I have finally found Feraligatr's perfect moveset and held item that could really save his life on a lot of occasions. The moveset and items I'm about to explain actually cannot guarantee a one-shot. However, it does help Feraligatr on a really strong level. Now, before I actually talk about that moveset, I'm going to put it on the screen. I got the draw effect ready to draw on here. I'm going to explain it again. I'm going to show you guys the moveset in general. Now, first off, let me go ahead and tell you. Right about now, my team is around... Well, it was on here, then I guess it disappeared. Anyway, right now, my team is around the level... Well, let me do this. The level 70 range. They're all around that level right now. For example, right now, Feraligatr is level 79. And like I said, all the rest of my Pokemon are around that same level. Some of my Pokemon are level 77, some of them are level 70. 8, you get the picture. However, this game, Heart Gold Soul Silver, where I transferred Feraligatr from, obviously, actually has something that I could do. Now, this actually going to bring me back to a project I did a few months back. First off, let me go and explain. If you guys remember that project, in that project, I did something very specific that I hadn't done in any of my other Pokemon projects before. That was use the daycare. As you guys know, I used that daycare to get my Pokemon all the way from a low level, like level 40, to level 100. And that's something I never really did in any of my projects. The closest thing I've ever gotten to do it was doing the thing I did in Heart Gold and Soul Silver in the beginning, where I literally got all my Pokemon from level 5 or whatever all the way to level 36. That way I'd have a Feraligatr, a Pidgeot, and whoever else was on my team, I have pretty much some good Pokemon there. And that strategy did work for a long time. I actually destroyed every gym, including Whitney's. However, then we'll get to the Elite Four, everything started to backfire. Especially when I had to try out Dragonite. Whew. That was not fun. Let me say it right now. And that's one of the reasons why I've never come back to Heart Gold and Soul Silver after that project. Because then I'd want to do the grinding again to make sure Feralier's alright. And then I would just drive myself insane, to be honest with you. Well, as you guys are, let's get off the topic of that game for a minute. And let's get behind the topic of Black and White. As I mentioned, in Black and White, I did something specific where I went to the daycare and then sat there and did. I think I did a little tutorial on it, one video. Basically, what I did was I went to the daycare, put 2 of my Pokemon in it, and then went to a place in the game that you could just walk around. Because for you guys that don't know, for let's see if I can write this too. One step in the daycare, or not one step in the daycare, but while you're pulling in the daycare, if you take 1 step, that's equal to get your Pokemon 1 experience point in battle. Well, I've already put the E there. Whatever. It's equal to getting you 1 experience point in battle. Or like get your Pokemon that's in the daycare 1 experience point. Well, I'm actually brought that method back to do this for real. I know it sounds weird, but Heart Gold and Soul Silver has the same exact thing where they have the daycare. So, what I'm doing right now, my 3DS is literally on as I'm saying this. I've actually got my 3DS on, and I put 2 Pokemon into the daycares in this game. And right now, I'm doing a method to where I do the same thing. I walk around in a location that keeps me going, that way I can gain levels. Right now, I've only got 2 Pokemon in the daycare, because I can always only put 2 Pokemon in the daycare. Right now, Ampharos and Nidoking are in the daycare right now getting trained up. I'm going to be doing the same thing with Feraligatr, Dragonite, and the 2 legendary birds. And I'm going to get them to level 100, and I'm going to try teaching them Sky Attack. A move I've really been wanting on my team for a long time. I never got a chance to because I didn't want to train them up that high. Not to mention, ever since I beat all the gym battles off camera in the Kanto region and had access to Red, the Elite Four and the Champion has actually changed up their Pokemon, and now I can't how get to the Elite Four member without or any of the Champion without getting my Pokemon insanely hurt. That's what's terrifying me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my Pokemon to level 100 using the daycare system. Now once that gets done, all my Pokemon, that being everybody, obviously, Feraligatr, Dragonite, Lugia, Oo, Ampharos, and Nidoking, everybody will be at level 100. And I'm going to teach Lugia and Oo Sky Attack. One of the main reasons is because I like how the announcer actually says it. That is probably one of my favorite moves that the announcer ever says because of how cool he says it. That's why I like what there's certain moves in the game that I actually do like him saying. One of the moves I used to like him saying all the time was the one Feraligatr used to have a long time ago, the water type Hydro Cannon, where he'd be like, deluged by Hydro Cannon, or something like that. And there's another one I really like that actually is used by Giratina. I love how he says Shadow Force. I know it sounds weird, guys, but like I said, one of the best things about PBR, other than the fact they get to transfer Feraligatr to the game itself, is that the announcer is in there. The announcer makes it all the better. It's gotten to a point where I've listened to the announcer so much, I almost could say all his lines. There hasn't really been many lines I haven't heard him say. There's not been many, I can tell you that right now. Like I said, also one of the things I also like him saying is Giratina's move, the Shadow Force. I love how he says that, where he says, complete destruction by Shadow Force. I can't say it as good as him, but that's one of my favorite lines. Another one is that one I'm just talking about, Sky Attack, because I like how he actually says that. First off, when the opponent uses his move, kind of like Fly, you cannot attack in the first turn. Think of it like Fly and Dig. You can't attack in the first turn of that move either. You go under the ground or you fly into the air to do anything. However, I guess in Sky Attack's case, you have to stand there so they can hit you. but at the same time, you get to attack a really huge, you get to pack a really huge punch whenever Sky Attack rains down havoc, as the announcer would say. So yeah, right now that's my main goal for this game. I'm trying to get everybody to level 100, that way they'll be as strong as they can be, and then, like I said, once we get to that part, playing PBR is going to be, I shouldn't say a breeze, but things should work out in our favor. And, along with this, I bring some very, very good news. As you guys know, in the past few videos, I have been talking about how whenever I play PBR, I can't come up with a good moveset for Feraligatr. Well, his moveset's alright, it's just finding the right move that could work for him. Like I said, I explained this in one of the videos, how much I've actually been stressing myself out about this. My brain for the past few days has not quit thinking bad thoughts because of the fact that I've been stressing myself out thinking of Feraligatr's perfect moveset. And I've almost got it down. Like I said a while ago, I tried teaching Feraligatr Aqua Tail because it's supposed to have more power, but less accuracy. Here's the thing, Feraligatr did worse with Aqua Tail than he did with Waterfall. And no, not in accuracy. He actually hit it a good bit of times. I think he only missed like once or twice when using Aqua Tail. However, he was not doing nearly as good as he was with Waterfall, weirdly enough. I tried taking off the Mystic Water off of him and tried giving him just Aqua Tail, see how much more damage it would do. If I had to draw a bar, well, I don't like doing this, but let me draw a bar real quick just to show you guys. I know it's a horrible bar, but I cannot write on a computer screen that well. Say this is the bar, or the like little health bar you see in PBR. That rhymed. Anyway, I'm going to draw a little bit of health in it. What Feraligatr would do is whenever he'd attack with Aqua Tail without using a Mystic Water, he'd do about this much damage. He'd do about... well, the pole would be left about that much HP. Right there. Like, a little bit less than half, but not enough to go in the red. Now here's the thing. I kind of tested this out differently. And this has been tested with this special item that I've talked about giving Feraligatr that I finally found perfect for him. This item, I'll talk about in a minute, but this item, I'll say it this way, doesn't always give you a boost in any type of move. Like with the Mystic Water, you always got a boost in his water type moves. With the Never Melt Ice, you always got a boost in his ice type moves. However, this specific item only gives you a boost in certain scenarios or in certain ways, and I'll talk about that in a second. However, with the held item alone, now let's keep note about this. This is when Feraligatr didn't have an advantage. He could do a lot of damage, but he never had an advantage against the Pokemon that we're talking about here. Now, this is the item that he's holding now, and this is how much damage he done. Without a water type boost, and just him using a plain waterfall on, let's say, a Cascoon, because I actually did a test run with the item he's holding now earlier, and he did really good with this. The Cascoon that I faced earlier, he ended up doing, like, the point ended up with only that little of HP. Now, let's compare it to just Aqua Tail. This is when he was not getting the boost, and he was using Waterfall. He did that much damage just by himself. And now compare it to Aqua Tail, where it only did about maybe that much damage to it, where my finger's pointing. Or like, like that, where my finger's kind of blocking the bar. That's about how much he was doing with Aqua Tail. And again, guys, this is without the boost. He did that much damage without the boost. So, I'm just letting you know, I think Feraligatr's just better with Aqua Tail, and not Aqua Tail, Waterfall. I'm thinking he's just better with Waterfall. And I'm starting to wonder if there's. I know they ain't. I'm just saying that it feels like there's like a weird stat or a weird thing in the game where if a opponent has actually gotten very good at using a move, it does more damage. I know that sounds stupid in concept, but I've noticed, like I said, Aqua Tail was supposed to have more power and it did less damage than Frogger not having a boost from water, except for his stab boost, and no held item that could help him with that. That was again without the boost. And now, let's take that same concept again. I am now going to show you guys what Frogger's perfect moveset I think I've come up with finally is. Obviously, because it's Frogger's moveset, I'm going to show you guys real quick. Well, oh my god. I'm going to try drawing Frogger's name up here if I can, but I think it's going to be too far in the corner. Oh my god, I'm messing it up. Nope, too long of a name. Well, I'll draw it up here. I'm sorry about that. I know that ain't right, but that's supposed to be the same for alligator. Anyway, his perfect moveset consists of the following moves. Right now, as we're sitting here walking around this 3DS trying to get everybody on my opponent level 100, he's got the following moveset. First off, he's got Waterfall. Obviously, one of the best moves he's ever had because he does a lot of damage with it, and he seems to be doing better with it than he was with Aqua Tail, which is pretty weird. But hey, I'm not complaining. His perfect moveset first consists of Waterfall. I showed you an example of how much more damage it was doing even without the boost. So Frogger does way better with Waterfall, and I think that's really a good move for him to have. Along with that, another good move he has, if I can find the right color. Where the frick is it? There it is. Another one of his good moves is Ice Fang. I'll explain this in a second. Let me go and get it written down first. Again, guys, Ice Fang is not the most powerful move on the board, but it's better than some other moves. The only other physical Ice type move I can also give him was Avalanche, and that's just too risky. If he gets hit, it does double damage, but like I said, he has to be hit, and that's not good. I don't want him to be hurt. So Ice Fang is the best move we got. Yeah, we could get Ice Beam or Blizzard, but those are special moves. Frogger's special attack is not the greatest. So Ice Fang is his best move. However, the item I've given him, which I'll explain in a second, is actually a very good item that can actually be very helpful to all of his moveset. And I'll explain that again in a second. Anyway, the next move he's got is... I know you can barely see it, but here you go. It is... Oh, well, there you go. It's Crunch. This is a really good moveset. Well, mainly because it covers a lot of weaknesses, including his own. Like I said, I've always included a good moveset for Frogger, and like I said, it was hard to come up with his best moveset. Well, I guess I think I found it now. And along with that, his final good move, I'll try to find the right color for it. I'll say this is... Well, give me a second to write it down. Oh my gosh, it's gonna take forever. I'm actually jumping over the letters. Anyway, that's the moveset he's got set on. His best moveset consists of the 4 moves: Waterfall, well, there we go, Waterfall, Ice Fang, Crunch, and Earthquake. This covers a lot of stuff that could really help him out in the process. Waterfall, obviously, is his stab move. He needs a good water type move to do good damage, and Waterfall is the answer. And I just said a while ago, Waterfall did a lot more damage by itself without any Mystic Water boost, and it really worked out for him. So this helps him deal with most typings unless it's something like a water type itself. Um, so yeah, that's his best water move, I think, and I think it really works out for him. Then we move on down to Ice Fang. This just covers one of his weaknesses. The only two weaknesses Frowler has got is grass and electric. Ice Fang is supposed to be there to kind of cover up his weakness with that. And guys, let me go and tell you right now. Well, no, I'll explain that when I get to the item. Like I said, this item boosts up certain moves in certain situations. And again, I'll explain those situations in a minute. Anyway, Ice Fang covers his weakness to grass a little bit, and it should help him out a little bit in the future. Crunch helps us deal with stuff like Ghost. And plus, we need that for certain situations, because as you guys know, there's a certain electric type Pokemon named Rotom that's also part Ghost. And if he didn't have this, he would probably be screwed against that thing. Which also brings me on to my last point, Earthquake. Rotom is one of those Pokemon that cannot be hit by Earthquake because it having Levitate. So Crunch kind of covers that weakness. And along with that, guys, I'm going to go and try to keep the moves up here for you. I gave him an item called, let's see if I can write it up here very small. I don't know if I'll be able to. It's hard for me to write. I know it's hard for you guys to see, but give me a second, I'll explain it. I don't know if you guys can actually read that, but over here on the left, obviously this is moveset: Waterfall, Ice Fang, Crunch, and Earthquake. And then his held item, the best held item for him, I believe, is an item called the Expert Belt. If you guys that don't know what an Expert Belt even is or even does, you may get mixed up with the Black Belt. However, the Black Belt only, I think, increases fighting type moves by a certain amount. The Expert Belt, on the other hand, is one of the best items I've seen because it could help Frogger out tenfold. What this move does is, if the move is super effective, the Expert Belt will boost the super effective move by 20%. It'll make it more powerful by 20%. Which means if we run into a grass type, Crowder does a lot more damage with Ice Fang now. Or if we run into a Rotom, Crunch is going to do a lot more damage. If we run into an electric type, obviously Earthquake's going to do a lot more damage. However, what this also means is that Pokemon that we don't have an advantage against is also going to be hard to knock out. So if we run into, let's say, a Kricketune, we will not be able to, it's not a guarantee we will one-shot it with any of these moves because none of them are super effective. Along with that, this also puts Frowder in a very risky situation in its own way because you guys got to remember that even, I've actually tested this out earlier. I actually ended up going to play PBR earlier and testing out his moveset with this. This actually worked out a lot more because Frowder was almost one-shot in every single Pokemon on the field. But however, this also put him in a lot of danger too, because during the game, I tried a double battle with OO and Frowder working together. The two Pokemon we got stuck with were a Sandslash and a Dugtrio. You may think, well, this should be good for Frowder because with the Expert Belt, it boosts up his water type moves, and it being stabbed should help him a lot too. Yeah, you may think that, But the Sand Slash still didn't go down. However, the Sand Slash wasn't the problem. It was the Doug Trio, because you know what happened right after I used Waterfall on the Doug Trio? I mean on the Sand Slash? The Doug Trio used Fixter, aimed up for Alligator, and landed. So I had to really quickly go off the game, reset again to make sure that crap didn't happen, and yeah, I just say let's call bull crap on that. And that's the problem with his moveset. Like even with this good moveset and this good item helping him out, it's not enough to take out everything in sight. Here's the thing. This also really helps him because it can almost guarantee a 2-shot against a super effective attack. Like, I'll show you. There's the moveset one more time. I'm gonna go and let you see that for a few more seconds. I'm gonna clear off the board because I want to show you one more thing that has to do with this move right here, the one at the little lines beside Ice Fang. And I want to show you what happened with it. It's kind of similar to the waterfall situation I showed you guys earlier. Alright, that's his moveset. That's the item. Now, let me show you kind of what the expert... Let me give you an example of when the expert belt really helped him out. Here's an example. Earlier today, while playing the game, I faced up against a Sunflora. Now, as you guys know, Sunflora's a grass type. No duh. Anyway, we faced up against a Sunflora and Frowlier was in the round. So, normally, when we face against a Sunflora, we do decent damage. By itself, without any boost, we might end up doing, let's say, I'm trying to find the right color. Frick, crap, this. Anyway, we end up doing maybe about about that much damage. A little bit over half, but not quite enough to say that was going to do a lot of damage. However, whenever that Esper belt kicked in, gave him the little boost he needed, the move actually ended up doing a lot more damage, but still not quite enough to one-shot. The move, I'm going to show you in this bar again. The move ended up doing about, well, I gotta find right there. It is. Gotta find right color again. Ended up taking this Sunflora to about down here. See, still not quite enough to one-shot, but it was also better than what was happening before, where it was only doing about maybe that much damage. So, yeah, as you can see, the Esper belt actually makes a pretty big difference. But again, this is also kind of where the pain kind of comes in, because now Ferrari ain't getting a... Well, he's getting a stab boost, but he ain't getting a, he ain't getting that boost plus the Mystic Water boost unless it's super effective. And even then, like, here's the thing. Mystic Water boosts the power of water type moves by 20%. So technically what the Esper belt's doing is if the move is super effective, it's boosting any of his moves up by 20%. If we're up against a ghost type, well, Crunch is getting powered up. If we're up against an electric type that does not have levitate, well, Earthquake's getting powered up. You know, that sort of thing. However, like I said, we did run into a problem before. We ran into a Sand Slash that ended up living. Even with that Expert belt, we still cannot one-shot a Sand Slash. I have a feeling it's going to be the same way with Nose Pass, too. And I have a bad feeling it's going to be the same way with Layeron. Although I'm hoping that if we do run to a Layeron or Aggron that might know Metal Burst, because that's a problem I ran into one day when playing the game. I don't know if it was when training or what. But I ran into an Aggron, and like I said, I mentioned, actually I think it was during a practice round, because I remember telling you guys that I made a joke that said I don't want to Aggron this Aggron on, or something like that. And then, right when I say that, Frowlier barely, the Aggron barely loses with like this much HP, and uses Metal Burst, and then knocks Alligator out. So I'm hoping that maybe Earthquake will be able to one-shot me with the expert belt if we have to deal with him again. Although, again, it's not guaranteed. I'm saying we might be able to. So, yeah, guys. That is Feralio's moveset, and that's actually all to talk about to you guys. I do not know how long this video is actually going to be. Like I said, all this video is going to be focusing on is the EvoPop game if it actually decides to work this time. So, yeah. All my announcements are over. The perfect moveset's through. The only thing I can do now is just wait till my opponent get to level 100. If my opponent don't know Sky Attack, I'll get 2 heart scales, give it to him, and then teach him that. And then, PBR should be done. I shouldn't say PBR should be done, but my moveset should be good completely. Because there's nothing else I can do to change up anybody else's moveset. Ampharos has the perfect moveset because of it all being special attacks and Ampharos being a special attacker. Feralio's moveset is perfect because they're all physical moves. And they're all decent moves that can help him out, especially with the Esper belt. Oh, and Woogie are almost perfect. I just get Sky Attack, I think would be pretty good. I would say get something to replace Recover, but that's about necessary now, especially whenever you need him to live. Like you want to stall out something like a burn, you know? Like if a opponent gets burned by OO's Sacred Fire, you would always want to try stalling it out. Especially if OO's about to fight, you want to stall it out and recover. Hopefully the burn will finish it off, you know? So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's all I have to make. And that's all the announcement I had to make to you guys. The rest of this episode is going to be focusing on, well, EvoPop, obviously. I'm going to be playing as the balloon guy the entire time. That's the only guy I got right now. We had to start over from the first location or whatever, second, because, again, the game messed up. I'm hoping it didn't mess up again. We can move on. And the good thing about being on that iPad is it seems like it never closes out on me. The one on my Pokemon cased iPad actually kept closing out on me. The one on the tablet never did. On the other iPad never did that. So that's pretty good. So yeah, guys. Again, that's all the announcements I have to make. I'm gonna turn this camera around and we're gonna have some fun. Let me go do this. I've actually turned my other iPad off because I didn't want to run it dead just in case something like the power went out. Because last Monday the power actually did end up going out. And a fun little fact, something I just figured out is that if the power does go out, the internet, or the purple tablet, the iPad, the one with the phone case on it, doesn't let you watch videos that you record on your Photos app if there's no internet. Which, when the power goes out, there's not none. And, I tried doing it with the green iPad. It actually let me listen to all the music I had recorded on there. So I actually got to have music thanks to that green iPad in there. I'm hoping that means from now on to keep it probably the most charged and keep it turned off. I don't have to have it plugged up all the time, but I've always have it turned off when I do unplug it because it can end up very bad otherwise. Because if the power ever goes out, I'm going to need some music to listen to. Otherwise, I'm going to be bored to death. Can't play games when the power goes out. Can't go on the computer because I want to run my battery down on it. You know, what kind of no option to get out of it. So, yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll go and get started. Keep note that if you do see the 3DS on and moving around or like going to a black screen and then fading back into a colored screen. Like I said, my opponent are being trained right now in the daycare. I'm trying to walk around to get them up to level 100. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, let me go ahead and get my camera turned around and we'll get started. Well, you can clearly see it over there. Right there, guys. Obviously, the 3DS is right there. You can see it. You can see how it's fading like that. That's what I'm talking about. You'll probably end up seeing the whole screen. You can see it right there. I have to actually train this way. That's the easiest way to train when I've been doing much battling. I'm having to walk inside the Ecruteak gym, or I have to walk in the Ecruteak gym with this clip holding it down. I don't know if you can see the clip. There's a clip on it right now holding the up button. So my character's running in the gym, in the Ecruteak gym, and then it's hitting these transport pads that transports me back to the entrance, and it keeps doing that, and that's getting me experience points. It may take a while, but it's really worth it whenever I'm going to get to level 100, especially when I get to teach my opponent Sky Attack. And after I teach my opponent Sky Attack, my moveset should be perfect. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I'll be wasting too much more time. I'm going to go ahead and get my green iPad, and we'll get started. So, yeah. I am making very good progress on games like Dragon City as well, guys, so I am making very good progress on that. I'm hoping that maybe within the next month or two, we'll be ready to get back to the entire game without having to skip one or two. We'll have to see, though. Anyway, let me go ahead and go get my iPad will get started. Alright. There we go. Now, I got the green iPad. I'm going to... Oh, I said the iPad is turned off, so I'm turn it back on. There it goes, it's turning on. I just gotta give it a minute and we'll get started. Like I said, guys, we ain't wasting too much time for this episode. We're gonna try to get as far as we possibly can. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and sign in real quick. Alright, here we go. Alright, guys. Without wasting any more time, we're going to go ahead and we're going to play EvoPop. If the game don't mess up, that is. Again, like I said, I've had this game mess up already, so that's already a bad sign. Alright, excuse me, guys. Let's see if this game is actually going to work this time instead of being a piece of crap. Hey, look at that. It actually loads this time. This is something I think they actually did add, because I don't remember seeing this before. I saw it whenever the game was glitching out, but I couldn't check it out because the game was messing up. Apparently there's a new thing in this game called the Piggy Bank, where I can actually win matches to fill this, and I guess once it's filled up, I can get a lot of those. That's pretty cool. So yeah, like I said, I had to do this game again, try to unlock this dude. I don't have anybody else that I had beforehand. The only one I got is this Evo guy right here, and then the balloon guy. So, yeah. I don't know how many matches or how long this video will be. I don't know how long I'll be sitting here playing this game for, but I'll play it for as long as I possibly can. I'm going to play it for at least an hour and a half. So at least an hour worth of video for y'all guys. As we already know, this guy always was my favorite one because it continuously grows. I actually do like this one a lot. I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. So I'm hoping things do work out with it. If we get enough coins, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade it too. So yeah, guys, without wasting any more time, we're going to go ahead and play EvoPop for as long as we can. Let's get started. Our first match is against an Evo one and a camo. A rare Evo and a camo. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and start bringing it up after one more growth. Here we go. Here we go. Oh boy. There we go. There we go. Dang, that one got huge. Oh crap, that one's gonna win. The penguin's gonna win, I didn't get time. Well, I got time, just not enough to actually win. Well, as you see, this is already not starting out great. Oh well. It's a little one, okay. I was gonna fill up even a little bit. Alright. Let's try this again. We're against the small guy. And the camo again. Crap with the camo. Where is that blue dude? I don't see him. He's over here somewhere. Crap. Dang it, every time I have a chance of winning, that happens. Dang it. Now if I just get more win. The problem is I can't keep up with all my Evos. Like, you know, I want to see some where some of them are, but you can't really do that. Okay, I'm right in the middle of this. Okay, there we go. Oh crap, I should just keep them big. Of course, finally something works out and this happens. And here's the thing, I'm trapped. I'm gonna have to keep letting him grow in order to give him a chance. Dang, this guy's gonna get huge. I'm trapped because I can't do anything. Holy crap, I want to be huge. Evo. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm screwed because I can't shrink. If I split up, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna risk it. Nope, didn't work. See, that's what I'm talking about, isn't it? Yep. See, every time I have a good plan, it backfires. And those 3 games I've played in a while, I haven't won a single one yet. The strategy works is just figure out how in the world it's gonna work. That game was screwed right whenever I saw it dude appear. Oh my god, see, it's happening again. There we go. Maybe if we can actually. Hey, there we go. Now these guys can grow. What do these guys protect? Dang it, see? How did I do the strategy before while I wouldn't get knocked out? Dang it, no. Camo. I ain't going to single game it seems. 2 camos on the end. Oh crap, it's the corner that got me trapped that one game we played a while back. The one where we had like I had some best dudes but could never win because we were all trapped in one corner. There we go. Win one. Alright. Well, that one went pretty well that time. And one more rounds like that. I don't know, two boys in a camera. Oh crap! Yep, already bad. There we go. Now we can't fall off. Oh, no man, no man. I said he couldn't fall if he did. Thank God I shouldn't have said that. I was hoping he'd be big enough to not fall off that though. Smog and pudding. It's on pretty quickly. There we go. Now I'm wanting more. Excuse me for that. Don't forget to read for that thing. Get a cam or 2 camos in the alright. There we go. We got rid of one of them. Dang it. Moon. That was new. Huh. Yeah, it's the newest thing. Let's do it. Huh. Holy crap. Really? Guys. Holy crap. Dude. They had so many more locations. I'm trying to think of the game we also did could also go along with this. I don't know, except that Trying Titans Uprising, but we wouldn't get anything new out of it. Speaking of Trying Titans Uprising, guys, I'm going to let you know that on the iPad, I actually done so much crap. Not only something that's really important that y'all would miss, but I actually got enough stuff to actually get to level 16, like enough experience points. And I actually ended up getting some few new dragons that actually grow up. Some of them are basically the same, but some are different. I will be growing them at one point in time. Well, I say I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done every game if possible. Kind of thing I'm doing with this, like I'm doing with the polling game over here. If I can get a lot of stuff done, it'll actually work out very well for me. I'm trying to think of anything. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can do that might be good. I honestly don't think so. So most of the games that used to be fun, they actually got rid. They actually messed up. Let's see how far we got in this game real quick. Oh, but alright, I need to get this up. Crap. I had no clue. Wait, so I didn't have to sit there and do that. I'm trying to think of another game. Let me look on here. What type in shark? I don't know if it's actually be in here. There might be one. I know there is at least one. I don't know if it's on the iPad or not. Grow shorts there, but I don't. Like, see, there's nothing really there. Well, that's probably just some of the gameplay. That's almost impossible. If there ain't anything else. What there might be one? No, that would be. Hold on. Okay, fish Robinson. Wait, we might just find a game. I want to try that. There's a game on here called Fish Farm Merge, and I probably that might be new. I think it might be pretty cool to try. If I found one thing that might be interesting, I'll have to make sure. There's Hunger Shark World, but last time I did that wasn't nearly as good. I'll try it, because I want to try different games. These games don't work, then I'll get rid of them, but I really want to try different ones. There used to be another game on here that used to be really fun, but I think they got rid of it too. Because I haven't seen it in a long time. I'll try this game too. There's a bunch of games I want to try that's different. Crap, we're finding pretty good games right now. I'm trying different games. Give me a minute, guys. I'm trying to find. I found a few games we could try. There's that Happy Fish game we can also do. You know what? Let's get that one too. I want to try one more thing before I actually come back. There's one thing I want to try real quick. There used to be a game that I don't know if I'll be able to find it. I don't know if they still have it, but there used to be a game that would let you raise or feed a cat that would keep getting bigger and bigger, but also keep getting fatter and fatter. And it would grow as tall as it build, and it gets so fat or whatever. It's hard to explain, but I can't really explain it without showing it to you. Let's go and feed cat and see what happens. Let's see how we go. It's on there. Yeah, I'm already not seeing it. That's what this one is. Yeah. Most of these might be gone, but I'm trying to test out different ones. I like the Garfield one. I used to like Garfield as a kid. I want to try that. I'm trying a bunch of different games, guys. Like I said, this is just. I know I said this was only let's mostly play EvoPop, but it's also a great chance to test out different games that I might like. Like I said, if I find games I might like, I might end up getting on the Air iPad too. I still can't find that one I was talking about. Yeah, I don't think they even exist no more. That or I just don't know the name of it. Alright. I'm gonna tell you one more thing before I actually come back, guys. I know there was another one I used to like, but I don't remember the name of it. It was like, I don't remember what it was, but it was another one of them cat games that that's pretty good. I think they actually may have gotten rid of it too. Yep, I think it is. I don't see it anywhere. Yep, they definitely got rid of it. 'Cause I have not seen this at all. There, I just don't really remember the name of it. That could also be a problem. Sorry about that, guys. We'll get back to the game. 99% of the games I probably won't like anyway. I'm just trying them out. One of the first ones I got is called this Crow Shark game. Honestly, I probably definitely gonna like it. It's already hard enough to play, and look, you're having a turn like this. Oh my god, that case is loud. Eat, yep, simple as that. Eat fish, avoid bigger ones. Tap inward to swim upwards. Oh my god. Oh, well, this is already bad. Yep, see what I mean? Spook. Does this slow down the game for me? Because I'd really like to be a little bit slower. I guess not. You remain to an earring. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, I'm already not like it. Whoop. Oh, That's what I'm saying. I'm not really a big fan of that game. Here's another one. It's called Fish Farm Merge or something like that. I'm honestly don't think this game's gonna be any good, but I'm gonna try it. We're about to find out. I say I'm just trying out different games. By playing, you agree to or yeah. Go to the shop and buy your first fish. Neon Terror. Buy another fish. Get the shop shortcut. Marchers at the same level to create higher level fish. I'm already lots of fish. Buy and merge more fish to get more coins. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm already not liking this game that much. I was gonna say, like, most things you find are not new as good as you think they will be. In fact, I found the second version, I believe, to that shark game we like playing a lot. That being the Shark Evolution one or whatever. Oh yeah, Run City's games is good, but I remember, guys, I'm not really a big fan of this one compared to the last one. But I'll try it again. The Kraken fans were okay. Yeah, let's do that, especially how YouTube is nowadays. So if we do it this way, at least now we want to see that. I just want to see. Can you not? There we go. Well, I say I'm not the best fan of this game. Not compared to the other one. I'm not. Before I do anything with these games, I know this game's decent. I know this game's really good. I want to try out these two games. These were two games I randomly just found that had you feeding things. So I'm hoping that, like, because of me doing that, they'll start growing or something. See, it's called Feed the Cat. Um, what in the world is this? What crap is this? Yep, I'm glad I did this one. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did that one first, cause I didn't like it. This one's called Feed the Farm Animal, which I don't think is even gonna work. It looks like. Yeah, it definitely don't work. Alright, we're gonna try. We're gonna save that game for last, most likely, and if we're not bored, we'll go back to that. This is a game kind of similar to the shark one we just played. I'm kind of used to. If you guys know how that shark game we've been playing for the last episodes have been, that's basically what this is. It's a crab version of it. You play as a crab and you grow up. It said some crabs growing there, and I didn't get to read it. It says, "Welcome, friend. I'm going to teach you the basics." Like I said, this is not that hard. You know what you're doing. Well, actually, I don't know. Actually, swipe in any direction to move your crab. Use boost to move faster. You can also move by tapping the screen. Eat food to regain health and grow. Movement aims to attack them. You'll find weapons and treasure in crates. Weapons increase your attack and defense. Whereas our names above them, defeat them to earn trophy points. Yep, see, that's all it is to it. I wonder what does this say? Is this a roller coaster? At the leaderboard to become king. Fight against other players to become. Yep. That reminds me, there was another game somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Guys, skip over this part of the video if you need to. There was another game similar to I'll show it to you in a second. There was a game similar to that last game you see right there on the screen. That one. With the fish on it. There was a game kind of similar to that would always mess up on my other iPad. Maybe if I can find it on here, maybe it'll actually work better. Although I don't think so, I don't know. Cause ain't the one, but if I could find it, it'd be great. There's a few other games I used to like on here as well. There's actually a few games I'm finding on here that might be pretty good, but I don't know completely yet. I can't find that one I was talking about to you guys though. What is the game right here called? Emporium? What the heck is this? Oh, plush dolls. I'm trying to remember the name of the game. I actually remember it. There it is. It's right there. Magic Aquarium. That was the name of it. I knew it's similar to that one game I have on here. To the Fish Aquarium Plus one that I have. I find a few games, guys, don't worry about it. Only up to the insane aquarium game. The insane aquarium game's on here. I don't think I have enough for it. I'm gonna make sure real quick. Please don't actually. Alright. That's all we'll look for now. Also means I still didn't show you guys. That reminds me, I gotta show you that Garfield game too real quick. I forgot to show you guys that one. I won't do that one before I do any of these other ones. Last I don't know if this one will be any good or not. I'm hoping it will be. Let's try to see. Oh no. I used to watch the show as a kid. I actually still have the DVDs of it somewhere. It's just the daggum fact that they don't work. Like, they'll mess up after a while. Okay, while it's getting paused. What the crap is this? Okay. Oh my gosh, what is this game? Eat at least 2 meals. Before John finishes the order. I was holding that in. Alright, wait up first. Don't let him catch. You are safe from the beam at your seat. Okay, huh. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, not everybody's fan of that game either. I think mostly games on the that I got on the first page are actually pretty decent right about now. And I remember a lot of the games on here. This game's really good, this game's really good. This game kinda sucks, but it's mainly because because it makes you wait a long time for the fish to grow. This game is good, this game might be good, this game might be good. I know this game is similar to this one in its own right, except with different fish. So yeah, like I said, most of the games on this side are pretty good. The only one I'm not sure about is these two. and this one again, but it's mainly because you have to wait. I'm gonna try this one first. Excuse me. Greetings, I am Master Oto. I have been waiting for you. I am here to guide you on a very important mission. Welcome to Ocean Awesome, a wonderful world once filled with the greatest fish ever known. Until Senior Snail and his army of piranhas and sharks scared them all away. I need your help to repopulate Ocean Awesome and stop Snail once and for all. But various items that fall into the waters onto earn clams used to buy powerful weapons to destroy all army pirates and sharks. And watch out for water. Make sure to feed all the creatures of Ocean Awesome and make them stronger by increasing their defense and stamina. Okay, that was weird. Age 0, how do I go him up? Oh no. How do I go him up? How do I go him up though? That's the thing. See, it says age 0. Okay, what did that do? Yeah, it's not that great. It would have been pretty good because it did say age 0, you could level them up. No. I'm gonna do the games that I think are gonna be awful now. Do the games that are good as the last ones. This game is decent. I like this game. This game I don't know about, so this will be the first one we'll do. We'll do the ones I don't know from in order. Yep, see what I mean? Most of the games, some games on here are just not that great. The games that are better after these are pretty decent. I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm going to do this one next. Also, the biggest problem with this game is that you're forced to, excuse me, you're forced to wait on the fish to grow, and that's where I don't want to go most of these games. That was kind of the problem with the Fish Paradise game, but it was mainly because of the fact that, well, in that game, like, they have 5 stages of growth, but you can't see the growth at stage 2, 3, 4, 5. What? See, 16 hours. So that's the thing, you can't play this game without having to seriously. You have to do something you did in that bird game pretty much, and instant grow it immediately. You know what I mean? No. If they grew a few seconds, it wouldn't be that bad, but it don't. Alright, the only 2 games I need to really check on now is this one and this one. The other 2, and the other ones I don't even know pretty decent. There was one game that was similar to that dinosaur game I played a long time ago. The one where where you had these little dinosaurs in a sanctuary or a pen, and like every few seconds they would grow up. But I remember a game similar to that. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was called Aquarium Sim or something like that. Yep, I'm sorry, that's not good either. Welcome to Sea World, my lord. I'm your little helper, Eva, and build your mate. And tell me your name. Okay. That was a egg that says it grows in 1 hour. I wish I had a new tank. Hungry. already hate it. Well, I see neither of them were the correct one I was thinking of. There's a game that I liked. It's kind of similar to that, but it's like I say, it's kind of like that Dance Me Up a long time ago. All you ever do is wave his hands and over. I know the last few games on here are actually pretty good. These last four, especially if this one don't mess up, because compared to this one, don't. Oops. This game seems to mess up a lot compared to that one. Now I'm probably gonna do that one or do that last one before that one because of that. Cause I know it messes up. I know I did play this game before. I did like it. It still wasn't the best one to me though. Once you enough for that stuff though, I just start growing up. Once he's that one, he gets level 2, I just grow up a little bit. See? There's level 3 right there. There we go. Oh, wow, it's already cool. Okay. That's a decent game. That definitely is. It definitely ain't the best one though. I'm gonna go and get this one because it says it's a pretty good game, but it says it's not near as good as the one that was the Happy Fish one. That one's a lot better. Like I said, this is a part of the work. No, one more doing stuff back then. Still a decent game, but definitely the best one. Oh, there we go. Hey, that was pretty big. Nah. Honestly, that is a decent game, but it's not good uh, compared to the Happy Fish one. This game I know is good. This Fantastic Fish or whatever right here. This is a pretty good game. I didn't say this would be what's mostly play EvoPop, but I do remember. But I like the way it goes without boring. After this, but yeah. Whoa, they must update. Uh, they must have. Oh, they must update this game a little bit. It was a little bit different. I need to read what that says. I didn't see what. It don't look that much updated, but I don't remember seeing that daggone mermaid thing. So, when it grows up, you can sign. Speak it. Ooh. How fishes evolve with the internet will help. Excuse me for what? Yep. Right. Okay. Yep. Okay, so the evolve actually grows in 30 seconds. There's actually, I think, two different kinds of evolution you can actually get for for different fish. Like, there's another one for this one, but I'm gonna see if I can get it after this one grows up. That one's about to grow. The evolved one. There we go. 10 seconds for the one that's not evolved, the purple one. See, there's the other one. That one was a lot cooler. That one right there. See, that's why I can't you see the growth of them, kind of. There we go. This game is great, it's just that me wanting to get through as quick as possible kind of screws it. I think the real saving grace of this entire series is probably end up being EvoPop and then games like Dragon City as well. I'm gonna spend the rest of the time, well, not the rest of the time I have, I'm gonna spend a little bit more of the time I have on this game. Plus, if I'm not bored by then, I'm going to definitely do it more do it 2 or 3 more rounds of EvoPop. Oh, this is the new version. Please accept the welcome gift. 10 being ooh. So I'll change in the new version. Let me tell you about it. Lots of new enhancements for you to explore. Let's get started. Tap your interface store in the new version. Tap top up menu here. Don't tell me you messed up. Okay, the game's messed up. Are you kidding me? Oh, come on, into the magic. Well, see, every time I have something good, then you don't want to work. Wait, it says monthly. It said 0. Oh, great. So the one game that actually was good is not going to work. Hold on, guys. Let's go one more time. I'm going to try for you to start on the game one more time, mate, or something. Just for I want to try how you fish one more time, guys. Like I said, that can catch you very good. I'm sure, well, I'm sure it's even gonna do anything for. Hold on, I think there's something wrong with this one. I'm gonna reinstall it one more time and I'm gonna see if like, cause it said it gave me option of choosing two different games. One for only had 3 fish in them. Maybe if I choose the one with 3 fish, maybe it'll work. I want to do the other game on here. It says if I have 3 fish. Is there a fish on this one? I couldn't know on the thing this time. I wonder if they'll fix it. Okay. So I couldn't. The other game it actually popped up. I don't know what was on the other game. That one's about to grow. About 10 seconds. That was such a pretty cool gun. I do like how big it is. Yeah. Well, eventually. Maybe I'm being dumb or something. Oh, it's an hour. I was in the wrong thing. Oh, the clownfish about to grow up. When he become crowned an hour. the baby one right there. That's what they want. I do like this game, but it's just gotten harder for me to do it. And I did get two other games as you can see on the screen right there, but I think if I remember correctly, these games wouldn't do as good either. If I remember correctly, that's actually how it goes, and it ain't as good. I'm about to find out, though. Huh? Okay, what's that? I'm sorry these games wasn't new as good, guys. I honestly kind of wish that I could roll. What the frick? I'm sorry this game wasn't as good, guys. I ain't want to end with that right now. The main games that are good, though, are the ones that we can stick to. The following games you see on the screen are all good. Well, this one, and this one especially. But that short one's pretty good, too. Most of the games on the iPad are going to be pretty useful. So I'm sorry again, it wasn't that great. I'm going to do a little bit more. I'm going to play EvoPop for a little bit longer, but it's only looking a round or two. It's not going to be that much longer. So yeah, like I did in the beginning, I'm going to play as the balloon guy mainly. Another balloon and a regular Evo. What in the world just happened? What keeps me going to jump anyway? Oh my god. That was so weird. So many eyes focusing on us. There we go, we got it. We win. Like I say, guys, I told you it probably wouldn't be too long. We even on the new world. I'm not gonna do it right now. Like I say, guys, I knew this video wouldn't be, or I knew that the rest of this video would not be that long. I'm gonna go and explain something to you guys that's not as important as the answer I have to make in the beginning. Let me go and say something. Alright. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna go and say this right now. I was hoping the series would get a lot further, but I have a feeling that the way this episode went, it's going to start getting further and further apart. The iPad and tablet gameplay series, since we're going to be doing a lot better games, might start coming uphill again. Like with the iPad and tablet gameplay series, it has been going, it has went up and downhill for a long time. There's some moments where it went really good uphill, and there's some moments where like everything just kind of crumbling down, falling, you know? It's kind of a pain too, because like I said, so far the series has only been 13 parts, and it might get to a point where that might be my final part. Wait, I don't think this will be my final part. It might get to a point where if anything don't change soon, part 14, part 15, or even like only up to part 20 might end up being my last part. I really don't want that, because again, I like this series. I thought when I did part 1, I'd really enjoy it, and I did. It's just that I did games that like could have been. I probably just should have stuck to the main. I probably should have just stuck to mainly. Crap! I should have stuck mainly to EvoPop instead of going to different games. Or if I was gonna do different games, I probably should have waited till I had a lot more stuff to do in games like Dragon Veil, because that game we can get a lot of stuff done in. So yeah, I don't know, guys. Like I said, most of this I had to make was in the beginning, so do not worry about this part of the video as much. Worry about the beginning part, because I talked about some very important announcements, including what's going to happen with PBR. I'll sum it up here, but if you want the full details of what's been going on, please watch the beginning of the video. Number 1. Well, I just summed up kind of what happened to Friday's moveset. I am going to let you know, guys, like I said, it will be a while before I get back to PBR, because I still got to wait on my opponent to level 100. And then if Lugia and Oo do not get Sky Attack, I'm going to have to make sure to go find some Heart Scales and teach it to them, because I would love them to have Sky Attack. Along with that, like I said, I gotta wait till I want to get to level 100 too. Frowlier's moveset is perfect, so I cannot screw it up now. As even his held item is even pretty good now. So, yeah. The main thing is I still gotta watch out for certain points. This is something I don't think I even mentioned in the last, or in the beginning of this video. There is probably I'll have to definitely watch out for. Like I said in the beginning, I ran into a Pokemon when I did a test run of the game yesterday with that one item. Wow, whenever he had everything perfectly I was hoping he would. We ran into a Sandslash and a Dugtrio being double teamed up on us. Or like we were doing a double battle when I double teamed with Oo and took on a Sandslash and a Dugtrio. However, what I did not know was that Dugtrio actually had Fixture. And guess who it aimed at? For Alligator. And even hit. So I had to restart the entire game because of that. I saved before I gave the moveset to him, so nothing is a loss. I didn't have to retransfer him or anything. I can remember to save the game after I got him transferred. So, yeah. Guys, like I said, if you want more details about like Flower's perfect movesets, I talked about how Flower's moveset was now perfect in the way I like it. If you guys want to know more about that, please watch the beginning of this video. There will not be many details about it at the end of the video, so if y'all are wondering about that, go back to 000 of this video and listen to every announcement I've made. I made, I believe, 3 specific announcements there. One about the iPad and tablet gameplay series. One about Fridays Perfect Moveset, and I think there was another one I forgot. Anyway, go back to the beginning of the video and watch it, and you'll see what I mean. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you for the next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye, everyone.